and it's Missy. So we're 4 weeks after average data last frost, and we're basically monitoring for any garden pests such as cabbage worms, whiteflies, etc. If you have leaks, you want to hill the soil around the stems, and of course we're weeding our garden regularly. You can sow seed in the garden of rutabaga if you eat that. I'm not doing that in our garden. And then you can also resow the sweet corn, squash, and beans if they didn't come up. We didn't have, our bush beans did not come up too well, so I had to replant those. The strawberries are now in season, so we're harvesting those daily. You can also continue to harvest the spears of the asparagus. And then of course we're harvesting our lettuce, and when you thin your carrots, you can pull out the baby carrots and harvest those. So let's go out into the garden and I'll show you around. So you can see that my cabbage does have some holes in it. I haven't seen any clover worms in there. It is protected with this micro mesh, but it's something that I definitely need to keep an eye on. Over at the Romaine Lettuce, we have already picked one head, which is down there, and then this one is ready to come out, and this has really good, like this is like the size you would find in the grocery store. It's really, really nice looking. So I'll be picking that in the next couple days. I want to finish eating the one that I've picked, and that was a lot of lettuce in that head. And over here we have where the bush beans were growing, so I kind of marked it with a marigold on that end. And you can see I only have one plant there, one right there, and one over there. And you can see that I had to replant to hopefully get a nice row of bush beans. And over here we have the onions that are nicely mulched. You want to make sure that you keep these guys weeded, but when we put down the straw mulch, they have been doing really well. This part of the garden did get a little wind blown, so we did leave the wall of waters over some of the pepper plants. And then of course we have the strawberries in the back. And I have a net over them to protect them from the robins because they are the worst when it comes to strawberries. And here they are. So we've been busy picking strawberries like crazy this week. I can get the net up so you guys can see. This is what they look like. So we have June bearing strawberries, and we also put straw mulch around these, and the wind was blowing so ferociously that day I couldn't show you guys how we did that. But this is basically to keep the fruit clean because the fruit likes to hang down over the soil, and also the mulch also keeps your strawberries nice and moist. But you can see here's a cluster of strawberries that are laying right down on the straw. But they aren't dirty or muddy or anything because they were kept nice and clean. I have to take the full net off, I think, if I want to pick these. There we go. We have some nice strawberries this week. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.